This video continues on page 356 of your textbook, working out problems for chapter 12.4, polar form. And we're going to go over number 19. And number 19 says to express in rectangular form. Remember what rectangular form is. A plus bj. So we're given the problem 5.00, it's given in polar form, times the cosine of 54.0 degrees plus j sine of 54.0 degrees. So our first step, you'll also sometimes see this written this way, 5.00, and then it has, whoa, sorry about that. And then it has this 5.00, and then it has this, and in here it has the 54 degrees. It's another way of writing it. So we start with identifying what we have. We have this, which is our r. So we have that r equals 5.00. And then we have our theta as 54.0 degrees. So let's go to how would we find our x and y, because for rectangular form we want this written in x plus yj or a plus bj. X and a are the same, y and b are the same, just different notations. So our x can always be found by taking r, 5.00, times the cosine of theta, 54.0 degrees, which is going to give you 2.9389. And we see that this is carried out to the hundredths place. So we're going to make the same, carry this out to the same place. 2.94 is our x equals 2.94. And then we have y is equal to the 5.00 times the sine of 54.0 degrees, which equals 4.04508. And again, we're going to carry it out to the hundredths, so we have 4.05. So y equals 4.05. How do we write that in rectangular form? It would be x plus yj. So we would have 2.94 plus 4.05j. And that is the answer to problem number 19. Now let's try problem number 21. And this is just more of the same. 21, we're listed as we have a problem listed as 160 times the cosine of 150.0 degrees plus j times the sine of 150.0 degrees. Recognize that this is in polar form because it has your r theta. So we have it in polar form. We want to change to rectangular form. Okay, so we start identifying what we have. What's the other way that this would be written? 160 and then that crazy 150.0 degrees. Let's identify what we have. We have r is equal to 160. And we have theta is equal to 150.0 degrees. To find our x, we say x is equal to r 160 times the cosine of 150.0 degrees, which is equal to negative 138.56, which is equal to negative 139. Your book rounds it up to the nearest whole, I believe, because this is to the nearest whole. So we have negative 139. For y, we have 160 times the sine of 150.0 degrees, and that's going to equal 80. And again, we write that as 80.0. because this is rounded to the nearest tenth. I believe they seem to change the rules for each problem, but we'll deal with that on the test as well. You might end up getting some things wrong, but remember that I'll go back in and change them to count them as right, because they just seem to be all over the place with how to round. Okay, so what is our final answer here? Negative 139 plus 80.0j. That is in rectangular form. Okay, let's try 23. 23 states 3.00 times the cosine of 232.0 degrees plus j sine of 232.0 degrees. R is equal to 3.00. Theta is equal to 232.0 degrees. X will be equal to r cosine theta, which is 3.00 times the cosine of 232.0 degrees, which is going to give you negative 1.84698, which we can make negative 1.85 is our x. Y is equal to r sine theta, so it's equal to 3.00 times the sine of 232.0 degrees, which is going to equal negative 2.364, and y will equal negative 2.36. So our answer is negative 1.85, minus 2.36j. And that is our answer for 23. Okay, one more problem, and then I think you should have this down pretty good. This stuff seems pretty easy to me, at least. So let's go to another page and let's try number 29. 29 says this: 4.75 172.8 degrees. That's just another way of writing our equation in polar form, or I'm sorry, our number in polar form. So we have r is equal to 4.75 and theta equals 172.8 degrees. Our x can be found by taking r cosine theta, which equals 4.75 times the cosine of 172.8 degrees, which is going to give us negative 4.7125, and that's going to be negative 4.71 because it's to the hundredths place up here. I'm figuring that's how they're doing it. Okay, our y is equal to r sine theta. Let's write that a little bit better. I don't like that r. So that is equal to 4.75 times the sine of 172.8 degrees is equal to 0.5953, which equals 0.595. Why it's carried out in your book to 3 places, I have no idea. I just know that's what your answer is listed as in your book. So final answer is your x, negative 4.71 plus your, plus 0.595j. And that is the answer in rectangular form, a plus bj. Okay, I think that'll help. Hopefully you'll be able to blow pretty quickly through these problems in chapter 12.4.